Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome back to Never Tell Me the Odds. Now strap yourselves in, we're about to see, I guess as it says, impossible feats of achievement, and really it never seems to be disappointed. But anyway, let's just see what it's got. So then start right off with, crane hook comes loose. Oh, hang on a second, I recognize this. I certainly didn't watch the video, but whoa, look at that. I actually think it was some kind of title. I don't know where I saw it, but no, look at that. It is so close to hitting that car. That is insane. Just look at that slow-mo. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that the entire fuel tank didn't just suddenly leak out as the car weed itself or something, because that is so close. And geez, that's even without saying that the crane operator and the guy standing there also didn't weed themselves, because the entire thing is just so ridiculous. I mean, I guess technically the odds of it hitting the car are probably exactly the same as it not hitting the car, but I don't know, it just feels as though it should have and it didn't somehow. And so yeah, whether or not that crane operator just happened to reverse or whatever it may be, maybe it was the fact that they just kept kind of booming up and so maybe missed it, whatever it was, to be able to make that hook miss that car is just insane. But to be honest, the most surprising thing about this entire video for me is the fact that that guy, even though he kind of does move, he doesn't move very quickly. He kind of just ducks and then turns and then, I don't know, just kind of takes a couple of steps. So he certainly doesn't just run away from a 200 kilo swinging wrecking ball basically. And so on top of it not hitting the car, really it's pretty surprising that it didn't hit him. He was pretty much standing in the firing line, and really I can't blame him. You generally think that the crane hook's not going to suddenly detach and just come after you, but no, hey, I guess it just does teach them to kind of just be wary of these kind of things, regardless of whether it happened or not. This would definitely just be going under a near miss. And so as well as them just being very lucky, honestly it's a good educational resource, the fact that nothing went wrong. I mean, I would love to know how it went wrong. Was there some kind of mechanical failure? Did something break, or did someone just not latch it correctly? Whatever it is, honestly it didn't work too well. And really, in saying that, I would love to know whose car it is, because if that car is the operator's car, then you just be going, man, it's a little bit of karma. I guess it wasn't really my fault. I mean, of course if it was, then it is, but at the same time you just be going, I can't believe that thing didn't hit, and really I'm just going to go inspect it to see if it did, even though I don't think it did. So yeah, what can I say? The owner of that car is a lucky person, because even though it wouldn't be their fault and insurance would probably deal with it at the same time, it's just a pain to deal with. Unintentional no-look catch by Ryan Smith on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Wait, hang on a second, what kind of title is that? Where's the ball? I didn't even get to see it. Why is this video so short? It literally, is it in his arms already, or what happens? I need to see it in slow-mo. Oh, here we go. Are they going to show it in slow-mo? I didn't even see it. Wait, what the hell? It literally just appeared in his right arm all of a sudden. He's a magician, this man. Here we go. This angle is so much better. Wow, that is insane. There is absolutely no way that he even saw that ball coming, but he just managed to kind of stick in his arm and then he just ran over the line. I mean, I guess it makes sense why the other angles didn't pick it up, because it's coming directly across frame and really there just isn't enough frames to be able to see it. But geez, I would love to see a close-up of the guy's face, because I can only assume that he'd be quite surprised with suddenly the ball just in his arms. But no, I would love to know what was actually meant to happen here. Did he know he was meant to be catching it? Did he even know that it was coming at him? Just what was meant to happen? Because judging by the fact that he doesn't have his hands ready to catch the ball at all, I mean, and maybe that's a tactic, I have no idea, but I feel as though you would generally be wanting to catch the ball not with just your arm. So that makes me wonder, was this meant to happen? It was just a big brain maneuver, or was it just a completely lucky situation where it just stuck to him? I mean, either way, it certainly got the touchdown, so you couldn't be too mad about the entire situation. But man, you would also be throwing off the other players, considering you don't even know that it's coming your way. And really, in saying all that, you have to give credit to the, quarterback, that's the name, because that is an absolutely ridiculous throw. The fact that it just lodged in his arm perfectly, it didn't hit him in the head, it didn't hit him in the knee, no, it just perfectly went at him. You would certainly have to mean the throw to be able to do something like that, and so yeah, just well done to that guy. I mean, I have just seen it almost looks as though he takes a little bit of a look to his right, as though he expects the ball to be coming but doesn't want to give it away too much. But I don't know, I just don't get it. Why did he not have any of his hands up ready to catch the ball? It literally just lodges so perfectly in his arm, and then he just manages to catch it from there, that it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess something like this could definitely be trained. You just have to make sure the arm is close enough to your side and locked in enough that the ball's not just going to go through your arm. But you better know your step count perfectly, because otherwise your arm's going to be forward when it needs to be back, and the entire thing's going to be ruined. I mean, it definitely makes sense that it would be planned, because he comes from absolutely nowhere as well, and really no one else seems to be making any kind of runs, so I just don't understand the entire situation, and that definitely makes it a never tell me the odds, because, well, I just can't believe that this guy even managed to pull off what he did. I mean, to be honest, it kind of looks as though the other team can't believe it, and also their team can't believe it as well, so I don't know who actually just knows what's going on here. But I guess, like I said, it doesn't matter how the ball gets over there, as long as you just got it in your arms and you take it over, regardless of whether you know it or not, it's just going to be a touchdown. She found her cat 16 days after a tornado. Well then, I guess the title says it all, but no, the expression on her face also tells an entirely different story. Just look at that, she's so excited. I mean, the cat just kind of looks to be kind of just going, I don't know what the hell's just happened for the last 16 days, and I don't know what's happening now, but I'll just roll with it. But seeing that carnage in the background, it's pretty incredible that this cat managed to survive for 2 weeks or more, I guess. I mean, I wonder if it had some kind of cave or something that it was kind of living in, wouldn't be able to get out of. I mean, it's a cat, so it should be able to get out of it, so maybe it was just completely trapped, and that's insane if it was, Cats are very, very nimble things, and so for them to be trapped, I don't know how it even survived. And also, otherwise, how does it survive with no food or water for 2 weeks? I mean, maybe it rained a little bit, so it licked up the water, but food? I don't know what it would have done there. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be able to survive for 2 weeks without food, but I don't get the water situation. So look, even though this photo is clearly immediately as they found it, I hope it went straight from this photo straight to the food and water and all those kind of care that it will need after 2 weeks surviving in the rubble of a tornado. And to be honest, even though we have seen pets and tornadoes before, I mean, last time we saw a lady and her dog, and I don't know which one is more Never Tell Me the Odds, because this one is a photo of a lady after 2 weeks, but the other one was live on TV after the next day or something. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one I think is more Never Tell Me the Odds, but no, the entire thing is insane. At the same time, it's a little bit sad because the amount of pets that probably never get found and just, you know, survive but never get found is probably a little bit tragic. But look, I guess in this case, a cat was actually found, and so every single one that is found is just one more that doesn't get found. I know that's a weird sentence, but at least it's true in a way. You know, it's actually a good thing that this person, regardless of what their connection has, because cats aren't generally renowned for their connection with their owners. And look, like I said, her face just tells an entire story about how happy she is, and so you gotta be happy for her and the cat and everyone involved in this entire situation, because it's just a Never Tell Me the Odds, and it's also just a heartfelt thing. The man who angered Thor. Roy Sullivan is a record holder for the most survived lightning strikes. He was struck in a fire lookout tower, in his truck, in his front yard, in a ranger station, twice while driving away from the storm, while fishing in a freshwater pool, and immediately after the 7th strike, he fought off a bear with a tree branch. Wait, hang on a second, there is no way that they can just kind of skip over the last little bit of the sentence or paragraph there. The fact that he also fought off the bear as well, what is going on with this man's life? Because let's just take one sentence of this entire paragraph, shall we? Like, twice while driving away from the storm, that definitely just sounds like he pissed off Thor, Zeus, and Jupiter all at once. Like, what the hell is going on here? Let alone the fact that he had all the other, 5 strikes and fought a bear with a tree branch? Like I said, what is going on with this guy's life to be in that many situations where you're just either, I don't know, fighting for your life in one way or another, I guess? I mean, to be honest, I never really understand how people validate this stuff, you know, especially when they just say, oh, I was out in the field and got struck by lightning. I mean, I guess you have some scarring or maybe you have something going on, that would certainly just explain it. But considering the fact that a lot of people, I'm fairly sure, come off scot-free, and so I never understand how they kind of go, yep, I was struck by lightning. Like, do I just go outside and go, oh, I was struck by lightning 15 times just by walking outside, I'm the new record holder? I don't really get it, but hey, I'm certainly not disputing this guy's claim, because the fact that even that last sentence where they fought off a bear with a tree branch, it is the little details like that where I just go, man, I feel as though this story is actually correct or true. And so yeah, what can I say? I feel as though this guy by the 5th, 6th time, he would just be going, I don't know when these are going to stop, like how many does it take, and when is going to be the last one, whether they're going to kill me or not, I don't even know. Either way, you would absolutely just be saying out loud, just never tell me the odds of all of these things happening. And really, I just want to know the last situation. Immediately after getting the 7th strike, he fought off a bear with a tree branch, because where the hell was this guy to actually just be in the vicinity of a bear and lightning all at the same time and just thinking that was an okay spot to be? I mean, honestly, I'm just surprised that they haven't made a movie of this guy. You know, we've had, I don't know the name, but it was a Leonardo DiCaprio film. I'm not entirely sure, and I've actually never seen the movie, but I remember hearing about it. It was just kind of this story about a guy that got lost and then fought off a bear and then fought off another bear and then crawled and nearly died and then nearly died again. It was like this insane story, and I feel as though this one is pretty on par with that one. And so look, I'm sure if Roy Sullivan wanted to make a little bit of quick cash, he would definitely be able to sell his story to someone. Someone's going to be out there going, oh my goodness, you did what? You did twice while driving in a ranger station, in a fire lookout tower? Like, the life that this guy's lived is ridiculous, let alone what actually happened to him within it. Fan narrowly misses everyone. Oh god, I didn't know what the fan was going to be. Oh my goodness, what the hell? I had absolutely no idea what it was going to be, but I just expected to be like a fan of someone, not a fan. But geez, the fact that it just so perfectly manages to puzzle piece itself in between those 3 people is ridiculous. I mean, I can only imagine, considering it's disconnected, that it's not spinning at full speed anymore, but really, the odds of it just landing in that regard, I don't even want to know. I don't know if you can calculate that. And so yeah, this is absolutely a never tell me the odds kind of post, and really, it's incredible that they actually got this filmed. I mean, I guess like I've said before, there must be so many things like this that happen every single day but never get caught on camera, and so we just never get to see them, you know? But this is just ridiculous. The fact that it didn't even manage to kind of spill any of the food either. Like, it looks as though it just kind of lands in his lap and no one gets injured. It's kind of crazy. And also, I've just noticed that the kid actually looked up and kind of stared it down the barrel as it came barreling towards his face. I mean, I guess maybe it would be making a little bit of a noise, so you'd be going, what's going on up there? But at the same time, he just stared at it the whole time, and so really, I'm feeling as though this kid might actually have some superpowers, you know? He wasn't able to stop the fan completely from just falling to the ground, but he just kind of rotated enough to be able to not hit him. And also, in saying that, even though it is going to be a very quick thing, you know, it's going to fall to the ground in, what, half a second, less than that? Either way, you would just probably not even see it falling, because it's still spinning and your depth perception kind of can't act that quickly, especially in a situation like this where there is no way that you'd be ready or even expecting that to happen. And so look, kind of like the crane one, but in a very different kind of way, this one is definitely just a little bit educational though. Maybe check your fans to see if they're still in working condition or if they're just going to suddenly fall in your head, because even though it might not be completely lethal, I feel as though maybe for kids even it will be, but either way it's just going to be hurting a lot. And so yeah, just check your fans, or I don't even know what to do, but if they're making a weird sound, just get them replaced. Actor Sean Astin photobombing me in '93 in DC inaugural ball, and then 26 years later at Disneyland. Oh, alright, we've got a 2-part photo season. I haven't clicked the next one, and honestly I don't really know who the actor is, but let's just see if I can recognize him twice in a row. Oh, there we go, it's going to be her and him. Yeah, look, we got front and center, and then this guy just, honestly, it'd actually be considered a little bit creepy if you weren't kind of just, I don't know, I guess a famous person. But then for it to happen 26 years later in a completely different place is honestly a never tell me the odds kind of moment. I can definitely understand why it's on here. I mean, by that point, you might as well just become best friends because you're clearly following one another, or I don't know who's been following who. But either way, the fact that you're just ending up in the same place, I don't know what to say to that. But no, these kind of things just always make me wonder how close do two people get, but never really touch. Like, you know, people might be not parallel lines, but you know, they'll just get so close, they go to a different building, they might be on two different floors where they would never know, you know, complete strangers is what I'm talking about. Just two people that are living completely different lives. So, or honestly, just get spat into the entire population. I don't care. Just how close are people at all times, so they just never really touch, you know? I mean, of course, in this occasion, this is one of the rare ones where they did actually just manage to meet, or really by accident as well. The fact that it was photobombed both times. But like I was saying, these two people could have been within, I don't know, a kilometer of each other a million times in their life, and they never would have known, you know, different buildings, different whatever it may be. But just the fact that two people can be so close over and over and over again and just never meet, it's kind of just an interesting thing for me. Oh, okay, I just searched him up and I actually understand who he is now. I didn't know that was his name, but no, it makes sense. And really, this is before Lord of the Rings. Well, Lord of the Rings came out in 2001, and so even though he's known for other things, for this to be in 93 and then meet him again 26 years later, like really, that's a pretty incredible odds. And look, I guess if nothing else, it shows you that 26 years later, he's still doing the exact same thing he was doing back in 93, and that certainly isn't a bad thing. For the most part, photobombing is just completely harmless, and so yeah, you just got to give it to him, you know, just unchanged for 26 years or plus, who knows. Either way, I just reckon it's a nice thing to know that this guy's been photobombing for so long and he's just been smiling throughout. Fan mocks injured player, karma ensues. Where's it going to be? Man, this is some old footage. Where's it actually going to be? Come on, show me the fan and show me the karma. That's what we're all here for. Oh, hang on a second. I didn't even see what happened to this guy. I hope he's alright. I mean, I guess this was many years ago, so I do hope he's alright, and I'm sure he's recovered by now. He certainly doesn't look that hurt. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just cut to that. Oh my goodness, man, that would have hurt actually. I mean, it's nothing fatal, but geez. Oh, and here we go. There's going to be the fan now. Oh, he's knocking his nose. Fair enough. I mean, that makes sense why you would, but I just want to see this karma. Come on, show me he's going to spill his beer. What's going to happen? Oh, did he cop a hockey puck or something? What the hell? How does that even happen? Oh my goodness, that is karma to the absolute max. I just want to know what happened. How the hell did the puck get around the back of the glass? Oh my goodness, and this lady's giving a thumbs up. That is perfect way to end this video. But like I said, I'm going to need a little bit of a replay on that because I have absolutely no idea how this puck or whatever hit him got around the back. Where is it? Where's the fan? I don't even see. Oh, hang on. Okay, let me just rewatch it again and again. Oh, hey, where is it? Oh, it domes in. That completely fouls him. He didn't even see it coming. He just watching the game and it comes and hits him right in the head. I wonder if it's off the same player, because if that was off the same player, that is insane. I mean, I wish there was just high quality to be able to see all the names and really just, I want to know so much more about this. To be honest, it kind of looks as though it comes up off the goalie and then off another person. I have no idea how it got over the fence or whatever you want to call it, but the fact that that guy got domed by a puck, man, it would hurt, but it definitely is karma. But no, this is absolutely never tell me the odds, because it's not even like it was an intentional thing or anything. It looks as though it just kind of bounced up and then it managed to hit out of everyone in the entire crowd. It managed to hit the guy that was just mocking him for getting hit. Like, the karma in that is so perfect. I love it. And really, I've never held a hockey puck, but I feel as though a stick to the nose is probably going to hurt more than a hockey puck to the head. I mean, maybe it's just kind of the same thing. And so really, the fact that one guy even continued to play him in while the other guy is just kind of crying himself with his towel is just so good. And so yeah, this is just an absolutely perfect never tell me the odds, because the fact that the puck managed to kind of find its way right onto his head after he mocked him, and honestly, it felt as though by the way the crowd reacted, and even the lady putting up the thumbs up, it felt as though everyone was just kind of rooting for the guy to get hit. And so even though this one is definitely a different kind of education compared to some of the other videos that we've seen, I feel as though it is still educating. You know, you just shouldn't be kind of picking on people if you don't expect the same kind of karma to just come back and bite you or hit you with whatever. And so now finally for the top of the month for never tell me the odds, we have leaning forward right in the nick of time. Do we even want to watch someone like this at the top of the month? Oh my goodness, what is that? Is that some kind of ceramic, or I don't even know, plaster maybe? But geez, you absolutely would be happy at whatever made you get up, whether it was a text or the fact that dinner's ready, or you just remember that you left the iron on. Either way, you just be going, oh my goodness, what the hell just happened? Like at first you probably thought it was a bird poo, and then you went, oh my goodness, that's no bird. But really, just once again, the fact that this was even captured on cameras, I mean, I guess there was a plenty of security cameras these days, but still the fact that that one piece, whatever it is, wherever it's come from, it's just managed to fall right there where he's chosen to sit as well. Like, there are so many things that have to line up for this video, and really, it's pretty incredible. I mean, I must say, it certainly doesn't inspire me for the rest of the building. If one kind of big chunk like that is falling off, I feel as though it's not going to be the first, and so maybe this was actually a good thing. I mean, clearly it's a good thing that it didn't actually hit him, but no, just the fact that actually something fell before something actually more major fell, and it just completely took, I don't know, 5 people out. I mean, either way, if I was living there, it wouldn't exactly inspire me with much confidence, and so I don't know if I'd exactly want to come back out that front door once I go inside. You know, I feel as though I'm just going to be finding the back door and just some other way out of there, because I feel as though if the building tried once to kill me and it failed, then I don't know what it's going to be trying to do next time. Like I said, maybe just a massive section that just falls off. The entire entire balcony, who knows. So like we've had with a few of these posts, this is definitely one of the ones where you're going never tell me the odds, but thank goodness those odds were actually in my favor, because there is no way that that would have ended well otherwise. But anyway, in saying that, that is going to do it for the top of the month for Never Tell Me the Odds, so thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to do the YouTube algorithmic things down below and let me know if you had a favorite post out of any of these. Other than that, we check out awesome posts all over Reddit, so make sure you check some of the other videos out now. Or hey, maybe you even just want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya!